All right, Chad, you guys ready? We're going to do Dark Souls 3 OST tier maker video because I nonstop shit on Dark Souls 3 in my videos, despite it being one of my favorite games of all time. So we're going to listen to it and we're going to rank it. So I think the first one we have is the Dark Souls 3 title menu. We're going to play it a little bit. We're going to play some of the songs and I'll probably interject. You guys give me your thoughts on it. I already have to stop it because like, I think the reason, I don't know if this song's good or bad. I think it's, I don't want to spoil it, but like, I'll just say I have severe, and I'm sure all of you invaders also have this, severe PTSD, negative ASMR from booting up and this song just blasting your eardrums to kingdom fuck. Like it builds tension here, all right. I'm just so sick of it. Like, I think the intro, like, is okay. It, like, builds a little bit of tension. And I think, like, the female vocalist over everything is, like, the main point of the song. But as we'll see, I think it gets too much for me. And, like, violence just ding, 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 ding. There's, like, a problem with the Dark Souls 3 is they have that beat, or sometimes the drum beat is, like, there was just dun, 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 dun. It just sounds like, I don't know, I just imagine some toddler just banging the drums, you know? Like the string work is good right here. It's a little thin though. Ain't no way. Okay, yeah. You're right. It isn't supposed to be at this volume. We'll play it at its original intended volume. Make it stop. Make it stop. No more. No more. Oh my God. Okay, this part I hate. I feel like it's so chaotic. By this point, if you haven't connected your controller, you're just dying, you know? Banger and serviceable. Okay. Well, I was going to put it in one good moment, so we'll average it and put it into serviceable, I guess. 50-50 between banger and serviceable. Okay. What the fuck is that? Oh, dude, Oceiros. Wake the roommate type beat. Exactly, bro. I'm just biased against it. It's just my bias. I don't like that song. I feel like it's like, what's the Bloodborne title theme? Sekiro title theme's fucking great. Oh yeah, this is the Hunter, isn't it? Now this sets the tone, man. Like that's a good title theme, you know? Elden Ring title theme fucking banger too. If it ain't clipping my headphones, it doesn't count. Yeah. best part is when it turns off, it goes silent. Yeah. So like, I feel like I like how, because like my big complaint was that Dark Souls 3 is so chaotic. I like that they went for a quiet moment here, like really like, oh, alien and weird, right? But like, I don't know, the string chords just seem so basic, and like it's just kind of like and yeah, you can't even hear this fucking like theme half the time. Like no one even knows what this theme sounds like. All you can hear is, ah, ignorant slaves. And then this is the phase 2. Fucking tuba screaming in my left ear, bro. Oh, that jump scared me. Holy fuck. Yeah, okay, I think I made up my mind. This part where the phase 2 kicks in is fucking so go to the dun 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 dun. Like they should have kept that going with this, like, I don't know, it feels like a military type beat. I feel like they should have kept that going, because then the rest of the song just kind of like fizzles out, you know? What do you guys think? Serviceable, huh? Serviceable? I think this should be lower, actually. I'm gonna actually veto chat there. I was gonna put banger. You guys say serviceable. The intro is a little thin. I almost want to put it banger. I'm gonna put it banger, actually. I'm curious to know what other people think, though. I don't even remember which one this is. Oh, Transitory Lands. I don't think this song's on the official soundtrack anyways. Democracy has failed. What a weird song. I don't even know what that's used for. It's a decent song, but like the piano chord, again, very basic. And then like, what is that? As a Dark Souls 3, as a Dark Souls song? Maybe if there was like a whimsical boss, like Pinwheel or something in it. Serviceable, one good moment. One good moment could also be like one redeeming quality. Just changes to one good quality. That's a weird one. Just put it in there. You see the guy in your video who called everyone listening to their own music posers? What? If you listen to music, you're a poser? Isn't it the other way around? If you just listen to like what I do, like the 4chan Mew Essentials, if you just listen to Mewcore, are you a poser? That's a nice taste in music you have. Did Anthony Fantano pick it out for you? Not a real Souls fan. Oh yeah. If you don't listen to the Souls soundtrack when you're playing it, you're a poser. Yeah, you're not a real Giga gamer. Next one is Sister Friede. Like, I think this part's fine. I wish the violins were like a bit more squeaky, like a little bit more discordant and harrowing. A little bit more unsettling, you know? Ah, yes. The tubas again. What is going on? Like every time there's like nice string work in the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack, they shit on it with a tuba. Like what was that just now? Like the tuba in the left ear. That is the flattest sounding tuba I've ever heard in my life. Like, what the fuck? Did they murder the guy when he was playing it? Like, that was like his death, like fucking just like belch, like, you know? Like, I'm always like the Abyss Watchers theme that we'll get to. Like, oh, you just want to like listen to like the violins and then you just get like right in your ear. You know, that wasn't so bad. They have a climax. They have a climax at the end. I hate the fucking wind instruments bouncing from the left to the right ear, but it's kind of down mixed, so it's not like so in your face at least. I think it's at least serviceable, maybe banger. I'm actually kind of torn between banger and serviceable. Put it top of serviceable for now. Might bump it up. We'll see. What's next? Firelink? I think this is Secret Betrayal, right? This is also played in the credits, but also this is Firelink too. Wait, you guys voted banger for the last one? Or was that for this one? I could probably bump her up to the banger. I like the bell and the piano hitting at the same time. That does something to me. Dude, I'm hauling on this vape like it's my job. Yeah, I think I've made up my mind. What are you guys at? Wow, so divided. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in banger. I think that's perfect for the theme of like Dark Souls 3, maybe even God tier. It's very minimalist though. It's kind of hard to call it God tier, right? Got fucking Spear of the Church theme. I was just listening to this, but I was playing, so I don't remember what it sounds like. It was actually nothing for the first half of the song. That's true. It's like so minimalist, which is kind of what they go for, but it is like, I think it's a good theme for what it is. I will give it that. I don't think I've ever heard this, even though I've been the boss. I mean, I guess I like this because you got the strings, but you have no wind instruments. Thank God. This is Half-Light. Phase 2. Ooh, a little bit of a church organ. It just sounds so synthetic. Harpsichord in there. Yeah, I never heard the first part of the song. I don't think. What headphones? Well, I'm listening on The Audio Monarch Mark 3s. I got some Dan Clark audio, Aeon Noir 2s. I got some Gold Planar GL 2000s, Cost KPH 40s, Cost KPH 30Is, KPH 30i Ultra. Blessing 2 Dusks. Serviceable. I'm tempted to put that in God tier, actually. That was pretty... I feel like that had the elements of what a DS3 soundtrack should be, and they're not destroying my eardrums with... I'm probably going to adjust this later. I might bump them up into God tier, honestly. Oh, not off to a good start with the wind instruments. This is probably going to be what kills every song for me. Like when I didn't mention the video is that I guess there are some quiet moments in the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack, but they're just so thin and just limp, you know? That's a good moment. Yeah, there's like a decent moment, but yeah. What are you guys thinking? One good quality, gutter trash. I'm gonna put trash. I like that one little moment. I feel like that song, they should have just like made it like a drum beat, like just made it like tribal drums, because that'd be good for like a running sequence, right? Just like do 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 do, like a fucking like just like a tribal drum beat, like a battle, like, you know, like war drums, you know, like it should have been like that, not this like limp. Yeah, you know. Iudex Gundyr, what do you guys think? Listen to, I think Champion Gundyr has like a little bit different, like a different part in it. I think Gundyr's theme has like one little difference in the second phase, but I'm not too sure. I think Iudex Gundyr only plays the phase 1, but he has a second phase, so I don't know. Maybe this part is different. Oh no, no it isn't. Like the violin should be a little bit louder. Oh, I feel like it should just get way more intense there. The one time I wanted to go fucking crazy like Buck Wild. There is a harpsichord. It's just the violin and the harpsichord are mixed so quiet in some parts, like too quiet. I thought I was hallucinating the dun, 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 the harpsichord beat in the first phase. 50-50 on banger and serviceable, eh? I'm gonna put him in God tier, I think. We gotta put something in God tier. I think the champ deserves to be there. When the swell, the big high point of the song is not clubber fucked with wind instruments. They do like they squirt one fucking tuba in there real quick when the choir's swelling, but like, yeah, some people don't like it that much. I just think it's all right. Damn. Champion. Gravetender. Does this not just sound like a different boss? Like, isn't that a DLC boss that starts the exact same way besides Gravetender? Oh, that's Soul of Cinder. This is the exact same intro to Soul of Cinder. What the hell? What is going on with that harpsichord? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. What is that? Ooh. Again, this OST has amazing string work, and then I feel like they just shit on it and ruin it a lot. It's like good for no reason. Damn, you guys think banger, eh? I'd be obliged. The first part, I don't know. The first part sucks, though. Is that better than Friede? Definitely better than Friede. Bump her down. I'm gonna do this. The Half-Life theme I thought was really good. It's basically like, oh, there's no wind instruments. Hell yeah, I love this. Crystal Sage. Very sour. Like, I kind of like what they went for, but like, it's just so sour. Like, that's the only thing. Missing the second part of the stage theme, bro, listen. Dude, that's the second phase right there. It's just so sour. Oh, what do you guys think? Gutter trash? Someone voted God tier. You guys are fucking memeing. What the hell? That's gotta be ironic. One person here is like, I love this shit. Everyone's like, dude, what a fucking dumbass. Holy shit. Who is that guy? Who are you? What a fucking idiot. Time for another sour theme. Cursed, rotted, greatwooded. And this was the thing I didn't really want to like nitpick in the video, but at the like, even the harpsichord is in like a little bit in like every song, and Wolnir's throat singing is actually used in little bits in this, and there's another one. I think Crystal Sage at the very end, but it's very hard to like hear it, and it's only for like 5 or 10 seconds, maybe Aldritch too, but it's like, it's not even worth mentioning. Like, it's just so little. They just like threw shit in there. Like, I don't know. It just, the soundtrack just felt like it was like a deadline rush, honestly, is kind of what the impression I get, as is with all Souls games. Like, there is like a very bassy, like in there. Sometimes I can't tell if it's like a really bassy like string instrument, like a cello, or I guess an upright bass. But like, I think it is a vocal. The bass is kind of muddy, so it's hard to tell. After 10 minutes, these all sound the same. This is what I went through. This is what I mean, Sleep. People are like, nah, Elden Ring sounds way more identical. I'm like, bro, you sit down and you listen to both these soundtracks back to back, start to finish, like I did, you will start to notice like patterns and problems. Actually, I'm inclined to agree with Drain, because like, I mean, Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne fully orchestrated, Elden Ring fully orchestrated, boom, automatically above, right? What are we left with? Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. I don't know about Demon Souls, actually. Yeah, Demon Souls Tower Knight. Honestly, I think it's a toss-up between DS3 and DS2 for the worst. Sekiro, it's got cool Eastern vibes. I like this moment. Serviceable, hey? I was gonna put it in one good quality, but it's actually a decent song, I think. Yeah, I'll put them in serviceable. We're just comparing the songs to each other, like just within the Dark Souls 3 OST context. I'm not comparing this to like Elden Ring soundtrack or like Guilty Gear soundtrack, right? Because then these would all be like low to F tier, and Guilty Gear soundtrack would all be like A to S tier. Dancer. You know what's so funny? Everyone's like, oh, bro, The fact that you can Google any boss in Elden Ring and then one of the first results is cheese that comes up, that says everything you need to know about Elden Ring's difficulty and enjoyability. It's like, oh yeah, did you try doing that for every boss they've ever made, you dumb piece of fucking shit? You fucking piece of fucking cum? I like how like every single YouTuber ever hates their comments. Like everyone's comments are uniquely shitty. It's like, it's actually kind of insane. Dancer's a dog shit boss. Look what I just found on autocomplete. Dog shit boss. Oh, like it's pretty easy to like shit on a game when you just completely remove any context or like become like extremely reductionist, right? I'd always make fun of people when they say Sekiro is just an L1. It's just a parry simulator, L1 spam. It's like, oh yeah, Dark Souls 3 is just roll spam. Oh, you play video games? You mean like how you mean you have fun hitting boop boop boop, hitting a bunch of buttons on a piece of plastic? Wow, dumbass lol XD. Wow, you enjoy video games? You fucking moron. You just all you're doing is sitting there in front of an LCD screen hitting buttons, you fucking moron. Like, yeah, okay, if you want to be that reductionist, yeah, you fucking like what's the point of life then? Like, you know? Like, holy fuck. Did they put the... Hold on. They put the footsteps in it? We're going to listen to it with the footsteps in it. Yeah, I don't think it's too muddy with the sound effects. We should be good. The feet make the song. Even the music gets made by the feet in these games. Song's only good because there's no tuba. Yeah, it does feel like a pulse, right? I think it's just this upload, but my left ear is clipping with the vocals, but I'm pretty sure that's just this upload, actually. Okay, it's getting a little too much. It's still clipping a little. There we go. But isn't that crazy how like the footsteps are like the percussion of the song? Like obviously they have a really low bottom end drum in there, just like it's like very deep, but like the footsteps are like I almost want to say like a snare drum or something, you know? It's like it's got that tinnitus, like like a knocking sound, right? It's interesting. It's like the percussion of the song is the footsteps and the audio. Very, very good. Okay, chat's unanimous and I'm agreed. We are unanimous. This is fucking God tier. This is maybe the best song, for sure top 3 in the soundtrack, hands down. That track easily stands shoulder to shoulder with the greats. That one's so fucking good. Holy shit, so good. Oh, there's church organ in this too, I forgot. Just put Dancer's Footsteps in other boss themes, yeah. Okay, first of all, why did Soul of Cinder cut this Hollow's nose off? What an asshole. Second of all, this is the fucking choir beat to Yhorm. And like, this is literally the Yhorm thing. That's straight out of the Yhorm theme. It's like, this is what I mean. Like, it just seems like they just took little bits and pieces and just cobbled them together to fill out other tracks. But that part's really good. The descending like violin. Speaking of how it like descends, like with the notes, like, do you guys remember in my video essay that part where I was like, listen to these and just try to picture where all those instruments are like in the stereo mix? Like the Godskin Apostle theme, I literally, when it's like swelling, I hear the choir like high, and then when it like strips it back to that like one vocalist, like I hear it like go lower. Like I literally, I don't know if that's like total illusion or what, but like I swear to God, like I hear the choir like going up and down. Like I hear it like go up, and the choir is like going up and down. Like that cymbal swell comes out of the left ear and the tuba's on the right side, you know? This is bad. You guys all say banger. It actually might be a banger. It's got the church organ. There's no crazy wind instruments. Like, they did reuse that choir beat from Yhorm, but you do play Deacons first. And like removing how shitty the fight is, like, actually a banger. It's actually a banger. I feel like Oceiros is actually maybe like down here. Who's next? Demon Princes. I'm not going to do the Elden Ring OST because there's so many fucking songs. I feel like there's not a lot going on here at this part of the song. I like that moment where, like, for once, I like when the female choir comes in and like the flurrying fiddle. like these two swells. Those were really good moments. The phase 2 transition and this one. This one I got pretty tired of the drum beat just doom, doom, like just crashing the cymbals. I don't know. The drums sometimes are so like sometimes in the soundtrack. And then it got into like this whole part was like it's getting a little too chaotic again. They're just like everything's fighting for your attention. And the intro of the song just was like the musical equivalent of Whiskey Dick. Like it was just like it just feels flaccid sounding. Yeah, I don't know. Serviceable? I'd agree with serviceable. I think I'm just gonna put it into one good quality though. I think that's where I'm gonna pop it. Dragonslayer Armour. Okay, perfect. I know this one very well. I'm gonna play it while I quickly grab a beer and run to the bathroom. You guys say God tier for Dragonslayer Armour. Dragonslayer Armour checks off every single one of my problems with the entire Dark Souls 3 soundtrack. It has some of the most fucking god-awful wind instruments ever that just completely kill it. It has the way too many vocals going on, like a million choirs, just no rhyme or reasons, just fucking craziness. It's so chaotic, and yet it's still fucking god tier. It's literally every problem of the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack epitomized in one track, and it's still god tier. Don't ask me how. That's just how it is. All right, what's next? Wolnir. Blast me in the face. I love it. Especially the intro. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to name a more iconic first 3 seconds when you walk into a boss fight, right? You instantly know what it is, right? Also, this comment, phase 1 is a boxing match, phase 2 is still a boxing match, but the audience gets to throw bricks. Wolnir theme. Now that is a crazy ass, like, I feel like my heartstring is being pulled. Not like in the sense that it's sad, but it's just like, that is such a gutturally deep string. Like that sounds crazy to me. Oh my God. I have the bass turned up on my amplifier. I'm going to turn it off and see. Okay, it is in fact a suitable amount of bass. I thought it was too bassy, but I have my liquid bass DSP on my amp turned on. Is this not Tower Knight right now? This liquid DSP is meant to be, it's not too in your face. It doesn't ruin the bass at all. It's actually really nice. It's like buttery bass. It's an i5 Zen DAC. I don't know if I can show you. It's an i5 Zen DAC. And I literally have I have this nice steel neural knob, but I have this just bass button. It's awesome. It's there because it's meant to put the bass back into open back head. So when you're not listening in a confined space, it makes your open back headphones, like, it brings the bass back. It's really nice to have, actually. By the way, if you guys ever want to test the bass on your headphones, the song I always listen to is The Demon Dance from it's Cliff Martinez, is the guy who did the Drive soundtrack, but this was for the Neon Demon. This is when I watch my speakers do this to like that. Or you could just listen to any The Weeknd song. If you listen to The Weeknd, all of his songs are just full to the fucking brim with just endless bass. It's fucking weird, actually. It is actually fucking weird how much bass they just randomly stuff into every The Weeknd song. Yeah, I don't know. Two people said banger, two people said trash. I'm inclined to put it into one good quality. It has that throat singing part. It's underutilized for sure. The rhythm is okay. I think it's, yeah, one good quality. That's the thing that we were talking about, Relinquish, is that the string sections are so good. They're trying to be so good in the soundtrack, and then they just always shit on it with like wind instruments. Like, case in point, Abyss Watchers. Not gonna lie, God tier. That was a God tier track. That was probably my favorite female vocals that they have in the entire soundtrack. Besides maybe Abyss Watchers. I like it more than Abyss Watchers. They actually had some stereo mix going on too. I could hear the instruments at least like left and right. The wind instruments were in the left ear and kind of high, and they still sound flat as fuck, but like they weren't so bad. And again, they steal the Yhorm cadence. But then they did this interesting thing where they were doing like half measures, like it was like a bit quicker with the choir than the beat. I think that was pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I think that was a great song. Where does it even play in the soundtrack? Like, this is Premonition right here, right? Oh, this must be one of the versions of the end credits. That must be what it is, right? Or sorry, not the prologue, the character creation, which is called Premonition. And like, this is what the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack should be. Obviously, it can't be like this for every song, I guess, but like, it should be like slow and like lumbering and laborious. It should be like... Yeah, this is end credits. Yeah, the like that's different from the other Deacons and Yhorm. Yeah, I think this might be the best song on the soundtrack, just like straight up. I feel like that epitomizes Dark Souls 3 soundtracks for me. Just like a little bit slowed down, feeling really heavy with the pace, you know, just like fucking like molasses, you know? That was fucking sick. Okay, Premonition. It's interesting to see how much Yhorm Kitamura improved, because some of the best Elden Ring tracks are Yuta's work, but Utah's work, I don't know, the soundtrack just kind of feels like rushed production to me. It's just kind of the vibe I get. Everyone's kind of saying serviceable. I think it's a good solid intro song to the game, but it's very one note. Like what it does is fine, but like that's the only thing it does. It doesn't do anything else. So I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna put it in one good quality, I think. Someone thinks Premonition's a banger. Oh, apparently, okay, so we did do Champion Gundyr. This is Iudex Gundyr. It is the same. Some people told me that it's slightly different in phase 2, though. Again, that harpsichord. Yeah, I think it's still very solid. I'm just going to put it right under Champion. Very good. Some of the best choirs in the soundtrack, like the violin, like the drums. Dialed it back with the wind instruments a little bit. You know, speaking Shayla, have you said where you can feel the pain and the sadness? I don't really get a lot of that feeling, like that emotion from the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack. I got ratioed again in the comments of my OST video under Coop's comment. I made a post about Placido Sax being so bad. Everyone's like, bro, you're being ironic, right? Dude, Placido, don't you shit talk Placido Sax. I'm like, really? Does Placido Sax have a fan base? They're like, bro, please tell me you're capping. Bro's gotta be capping. I don't know how Zoomers talk, but it was like that. I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it again, I guess. And like, I don't get it. I'm filled with emotion when I hear the song, especially in the context of the fight. The fact that the song impacts us completely differently is a perfect example of musical taste is entirely subjective. Very true. Very true. But I don't see it. It's such a, I think that this is lifeless when I listen to it. Like, does this fill you with emotion and sadness? Like, I don't know. I just don't feel anything when I listen to the song, you know? That's just how it is. It's just how it do be. Yeah, I think his audio adds a lot to it. His sound design's fucking cool. What the fuck is this? Aldritch? Like, you guys don't understand. When I did this, I tested this quiz out before I sent it to anyone on Discord. And like, I was with Yuko and Errol and Sleep and a couple others. I can't remember who, maybe Hark and someone else. I would play a song and then I would hit pause. And then you would just hear Errol just like cackling. And like, what's so funny? He's like, I think it's Aldritch again. Like, actually, I'm like, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up. You're ruining my fucking quiz. And Yuko's like, yeah, I also thought it was Aldritch. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Aldritch isn't in this quiz. He's not in this quiz. Stop guessing him. I'm like, what's so funny? He's like, I think it's still Aldritch. I'm like, no. Gwendolyn's vocals, yeah. It's kind of weird because you could go either way, because you could be like, well, it's kind of just like remixing on a pre-existing theme. But on the other hand, it is very cool to do that. It is a very good, almost an objectively good idea to do that, to remix the Dark Souls 1 theme into another track. I give it to them. Like, that's a good idea. But then it's like, if that's like the only like redeeming thing about it, though, then it's kind of like, you know? My graphics card is just glitching out so hard. Farting tubas again. like it's a kind of a one note song. Like there doesn't really do anything else except that. And like the vocals are great, but again, those are Gwendolyn vocals. So I don't know. It's kind of tough. I am inclined to agree with serviceable. Mostly with serviceable. I agree. I think it's serviceable. Cool little DS1 remix. Twin Princess. We have a lot in God tier, but this is a duplicate. Damn. Thought we'd have way more on the bottom, honestly. The build is so good in this song. God and banger. I am gonna put it at the top of banger. Top of banger, right where it belongs, I think. Pretty good. They do, the harpsichord is the best in that song out of the soundtrack for sure. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'd say so. Oh, my camera died. Is this Aldritch? I'm making you guys listen to this whole song to see if you get as fatigued as I do listening to this song start to finish. Oh god, serviceable? This song, I think this is the worst sounding that the wind instruments get, and they just hold it out for so long. It's so constant. Like this part is probably the good part. I like what I like. Like sometimes I think it's good because it does sound like a good giant boss. Like it sounds very fitting for a giant boss. But like I just feel like it's so bad. I want to put it in trash, but I do like that one bit they do with the choirs. So I guess I'll give it like one good quality. I'll put it low though. I used to think I liked Yhorm's theme, and then the more I listened to it for that video, I'm like, dude, I fucking hate this song. It's like when you listen to Kiss or Aerosmith or like Whitesnake, any of those fucking like hair metal bands. The more you listen to it, the more you viscerally hate it. That's what like Yhorm is to me. Good in hindsight, the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, this fucking sucks. Could just be like me where I'm at right now, but you know. All right, what do we got next? Abyss Watchers. Time for the most divisive song, I think. I think overall it's a decent track. It's just for some reason I've grown to hate it. This is like, they balance the choirs nicely too. I didn't even know there was like the male choirs in that song as well. I don't know, guys. What is chat saying? God or banger? I am also torn between God or banger. Abyss Watchers has hands down, easily, the best string work I have heard in the entire Souls trilogy. Like, it is amazing. It is fantastic. The string work is fucking incredible in this song. But why the fuck do they have to, like, but also on the other hand, the wind instruments sound the worst I've ever heard on the soundtrack. Like, they just shit it right into the best part of the song, especially when that violin like builds up and then it just breaks down into those like squeaky, like fast little notes. And it just, they just blast you with that fucking tuba. It sounds like dog shit. Like, why do they do that? Abyss Watchers is such a magical big hook moment in the Dark Souls, especially after you're grinding with some shitty early bosses. You get through Crucifixion Woods, you get through the Farron Swamp, and then you get Abyss Watchers. I feel like they're too early in the game, but they're probably, it's actually probably a good spot to put them to like hook you into the game, because the early game is very long. But again, we're not really evaluating the context of the game. But like, dude, it does some things like the best in the soundtrack, and then again, the wind instruments just fucking kill it. Like, oh. Like, get those fucking tubas out of my face, bro. Holy shit, dude. It's like the epitome of what I was saying in the video. Like, it's so good. And then they just fucking ruin it and shit on it. It's like, why did they do that? I want to put this in God tier, honestly, but like, I'm gonna put it top of banger. It just, the wind instruments and the modules they used fucking ruin the song. Like, just straight up ruin the song. It is what it is. Hates tuba. I love the tuba. It's one of my favorite instruments. That tuba sounds so bad. And then they just come out of nowhere with it. And it's loud. And it's like, ugh. It just sounds like, it's like you're enjoying something. It's like if someone took your favorite song and right when it's about to hit the good part, someone takes a shit in your ear. Like, that's what it sounds like. Like someone just shits directly into your ear. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what Abyss Watchers is like to me. It's very tough. Very tough. ODK. We got ODK next. I wonder if this borrows themes from like the Dark Souls 1 demons. I feel like this beat is so stereotypical of the soundtrack too. That dun, 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 dun. Like there's just, it's so one note. Like the drums, like do 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 do. They just do this sometimes where it's just, I don't know if they're trying to make it oppressive, but it just sounds like just a toddler just banging an instrument. I feel like. This song also has a little bit of throat singing at the very end. What is chat at? Serviceable and one good quality. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in trash. I think it's very like melt your face off with the drums, and I don't think it makes any sense tonally. It's all over the place. Like I don't like, what vibe is it? Like it makes no sense to me. The big one, everyone, the fan favorite. The transition is a build up to nothing. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if this has 3 phases in the soundtrack. I think it kind of does. One good quality, people said, for ODK. 3-phase song. Yeah, more progressive. Last phase goes stupid. God, this is a long song, eh? It's kind of a good point still, how like Soul of Cinder, like it sets the tone how Soul of Cinder gradually fades out instrumentally and phase 2 becomes easier. Kind of like a Radon problem, except it makes sense thematically with Soul of Cinder. But then, yeah, then they just do the DLC and then it does go out with a bang. Energetic wise, I guess they have to though, because like the final boss is literally like a nobody. It's just kind of the whimper part, but yeah. Chaotic here again. It's pretty noisy. That's what I mean with the choirs too. Like, what the fuck are the female choirs doing, and what the fuck are the male choirs doing? Like, it's like, what the fuck's going on, you know? I don't know, when you sit down and listen to it, it's like, shit, maybe it's not as good as I thought. I don't want to make people not like the soundtrack. Like, that's not where I'm coming from. It's just, you know, it's just my opinion, bro. But like, are you guys understanding where I'm coming from now? If you sit down and listen to the whole soundtrack start to finish, like, my ears are so tired right now. Like, it is tough. Okay, phase 2. Now phase 3. I like this part where they strip it back a little. Like, this is nice, but they needed more of this in the song. Well, chat is about half banger and half god tier. To me, this song is just like one of the most fucking chaotic songs in the soundtrack. The wind instruments don't sound like total shit. I did want to use it as an example of like the shitting wind instruments, but like you can't really like tell because it's so drowned out by all the other shit that's going on. So it wasn't like a great example. Like hard for people to pick up on it. I feel like, I don't know, man, it's just like, it's so crazy. I'm kind of borderline between serviceable and one good quality, so I'll split the difference with Chad. We'll put it like up there in serviceable, I think, probably over a curse ride of Greatwood. Yeah, like bring it back a little bit, you know, like I feel like that would have been better. How do we crescendo harder than we already did, conductor? Fuck if I know. Start the string section. Do you guys know like the thing where like when you're surprised, you can't get more surprised than you already are? Like you can't raise your eyebrows anymore, right? I think this is like an old stand-up comedy bit from Danny Boy. I can't remember who it was. They used to be big into stand-up comedy. If your buddy tells me, man, I just found $100 on the sidewalk right there, you're like, really? And he's like, yeah. Also, I got abducted by aliens last night. And you're like you can't get more surprised than you're already surprised. Like, you know, you can't crescendo harder than you've already You've already peaked. Listening to that whole song, like my ears are killing me, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. So much energy in the second movement of Gale's track that I almost expected to cut away down to sound. Yeah, it just goes straight from second phase to third phase, and it's just like it just keeps going. And the thing about first phase is that I feel like it's just like a nothing burger. I think it's just kind of resident sleeper. I do like the cinematic strings that that sounds like a movie soundtrack. All right, Pontiff. Compared to Gurman's theme. Maybe I'll do another video comparing Bloodborne to DS1. Although if my video doesn't hit 100,000 views, I don't know if I'll ever make another hour-long video. I could have had a wife by now. Instead of making these goddamn videos for like $40. Not even. I'm gonna be negative hundreds of dollars because of that video, because I have to pay for shipping for all these headphones to mail them out for the giveaway. Plus I already paid each streamer like $50 to play that quiz. Harpsichord in there. What is the harpsichord doing? It's just like it's just going apeshit in the background. Like what the hell's going on? What is this harpsichord line? It's just ding 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 ding. Like what is this bouncy harpsichord playing through the song? Get that shit out of there. The fuck is that? No more, no more. Why is there harpsichord in his theme? Yeah, that's so off-putting. Everyone put banger. I am honestly going to put one good quality. Even, I don't think it's like a one. I don't even think it has a good quality, honestly. I honestly might put trash, like top of trash tier. It's so distracting, that harpsichord, and it's so one note. Maybe the one good quality you could say is that it's like thematic ties to all the other Boreal bosses, but yeah, let's keep it there. Like, I mean, Yhorm's theme is definitely better, I think. Nameless King. Dun 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 dun. The harpsichord breakdown. That might be one of the shittiest sounding horns that they've had in the soundtrack. That just sounds like a dry shit. It'd be better. Yeah, I thought so too when I listened to it. I'm like, I don't actually like this. Gutter trash. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. That's so funny. Me and Chad are like off base on this. I don't think it's trash. I feel like it's not good. Like it's not a good song, but like it's whimsical and it's very different, which is nice. They also use the harpsichord to its like full potential, I think. Like the harpsichord breakdown that happens a couple times. The second theme or the second phase, it's like a slightly different version where it has like at the end, like you know, like that's fucking sick. I like in phase one, it's not great sounding. It doesn't fit that well for Nameless King. Like it's like, why is this so whimsical and fun? Like it doesn't fit him. But like aside from that, when he's like flying on his dragon and you have like those whimsical sailing like notes, that's kind of fun. I think yeah, those few things, it's gonna be serviceable for sure. Like, is he better than Curse Rotted Greatwood? Probably. They should have made the harpsichord like, I mean, it kind of is his thing, but the harpsichord is used way too much on the rest of the soundtrack, so it kind of spoils it, right? If you watch Saint Riot reacting to my quiz, he was fucking thrown off so hard by the harpsichord because he thought it was a demon theme, because it's like idiosyncratic with like the fucking demon fights in DS1. So he like instantly thought it was a demon fight and he got fucking, he's like, I don't even know what it could be. He's like, it doesn't sound like a demon now, but I don't know what else it could be. Like, that's a demon fight. Just, it's so weird, right? We got Vordt of the Boreal Valley OST. guys stew with this one. Vordt. Such an overrated boss theme. F tier. I'll put it above Ancient Wyvern. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, it's a Lothric Pilgrim. That's what the fuck that is. That's the prologue. Okay. I was like, what the fuck is that thing? One remains in Ember. I feel like the monologue that the Firekeeper does in this, or the Shrine Maiden, whatever the fuck her name is, the shopkeeper, I feel like she just says some random shit a la like Optimus Prime in the fucking Transformer Michael Bay movies. Autobots, we have won the battle, but we have not won the war. We must fight for the humans. What do you guys think? Serviceable, one good quality? I'm pretty torn between one good quality and serviceable. I would say like one good quality, honestly. Definitely better than the theme track. Okay, end credits, but I don't know. I guess Secret Betrayal is like if you get that ending. So Epilogue 1? What's Epilogue 2? I think we fucked up earlier. I think one of these was supposed to be Epilogue 1 and 2. We'll just put them together in this track. Let's go to Epilogue 2. I think it's just a remix. Try to remember if the Bell Tolls was like a remix of this. They didn't use the piano enough in this soundtrack, now that I think about it. This is a great song for a bad ending of a game. It's actually kind of really good. A little bit too loud. Yeah, I think I'll put that at the bottom of banger. I think it's good. Midir. Putting the mid in Midir. head-to-head god and serviceable. I'm gonna put this into serviceable. I think that this song is just completely one note, like the whole way through. Like it doesn't mix it up or do anything different. I couldn't even tell you anything unique about it. I don't know. Damn. I don't know. It just feels like just the same thing for like 4 minutes. I don't know. Final song. We're gonna do Solo Cinder. Kind of hard for me because the top half of this song is carried by the wind instruments, which I hate in the soundtrack. So it's like, it's a bit tough. I wonder what this part of the song is. This final flourish is so good. Well, chat all says God tier. I was kind of debating God tier and banger, but it's got to be God tier. It's got to be. Phase 1, the wind instruments are so fucking bad, and that's like the main motif of the first half, and it sucks. But the second half is not good because of the plin plin plon. That's a great moment, but like it's good because they strip it back and the music slowly fades away and dies just like the world, and like the piano slowly takes over. Like I was saying, there should be more piano, I feel like, in the soundtrack. Yeah, that's the tier maker. I voted banger. Understand, but I feel like the first half fucking sucks, but the second half is really good. There is no like piano really in any of these other songs. Yeah, pretty good shit. Not bad. I feel like I'm pretty happy with this tier maker. Nothing really looks that out of place. I honestly thought this would be a lot heavier. I did not think I'd have that many up here, but again, we're just comparing it to the tracks within the soundtrack. We're just comparing them to each other. And I was very surprised. This, The Bell Tolls was a fucking fantastic track. I feel like it epitomized like what Dark Souls should sound like. That's my tier maker. Thank you guys so much for joining. That was fucking really fun, but really long. Just listening to the whole soundtrack start to finish, like my ears are cooked, bro. Like cooked. It's very cool.